But today, we're gonna be talking about something rather controversial.
I want the top.
Welcome to season 4 of the vlog. Isn't it crazy that we're here right now? Welcome back, everyone.
Don't trust me.
If you know why you do that.
I see you're still doing your little vlogging thing. That's really cute.
Good morning, y'all. It's been 3 months since I've vlogged, which is nuts. Been doing a bunch of tutorial videos. As you can see, I'm moving, which is sad. Been here 3.5 years. I'm gonna take y'all and show y'all my new place while I move stuff in. Why not? We're gonna talk about something while we're doing it. Might make some people angry. I don't know. But let's do it. So all of this stuff right here needs to be moved to my new apartment this morning. Technically, we aren't moving until, like, our lease isn't up until April 4th or something. But I am just gonna, get it over with, and I'm moving slowly. My new apartment's lease began in like February. It's currently very early March, and I did that because I could get a nice deal on it, because I really liked it. So we're kind of doubling up, and then we are slowly moving, which is like a plus to this whole like overlapping lease thing. I can and then I'm going to Japan, so I'm keeping the essentials around, and then I'm coming back, and then like 3 days later we're moving. I've got to get all this stuff and all that in the back through there, and then all the way over there. My apartment's on like the 2nd floor. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Okay, so moved about 6 boxes and tubs and posters in to the spot. I know it looks like a mishmash of right now in boxes, but that's because I have nowhere to unpack, because my furniture is obviously coming, like I mentioned, after Tokyo. This is the crib though. I'm a sucker for some high ceilings, and I got these big factory windows. This is the bedroom. Got a bunch of clothes, started putting some of this stuff in, but again, I don't have places to, store all this stuff yet. That's why we're, kind of bumming it right now. So the thing I want to talk about today is, this is probably not a very flattering camera angle, but I wanted to talk about like young videographers choosing to pay money for like a mentoring service and whatnot. And I don't want this all to come across as like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, because that's ultimately what I'm not trying to do, because everyone has their own journey in this creative space to get to become a videographer at an NFL team or a WNBA team or a college. There's really no right way about it, but I want to talk specifically about paying for like a mentorship or phone calls with people who are like videographers elsewhere. Oh, this box is not light. But before I go into all this, I don't want to like slate people who charge for videography. If you're a videographer who's established, say you work somewhere, and you're charging people for mentorship. I understand like everyone's, this is an underpaid industry, and I want you guys to make your money too. But this is mainly a message for the young videographers out there, but I wanted to clear that up because I'm not trying to kind of, make judgment or... Yeah, so my camera ran out of space here. It's rather ironic because I'm giving a message to young videographers and advice, and I make an amateur mistake. Yeah, I'm a clown is what I'm trying to say, but whatever. I don't care when I'm vlogging, honestly, as you can tell. But what I'm trying to say here is I don't want, this to be misconstrued into a message, into shots fired at people who are charging money for mentorships or stuff like that, because ultimately I want y'all to be able to, make your means too. I'm sure you guys will see this in the future, but I'm gonna kind of hold off on this now because I want y'all to see it in all its glory when it's finally set up on the vlog. And I have all this furniture here, self-explanatory.
I'm a savvy late night diver. She don't dance, but she downs her drinks. Her through a friend, she's born again wild card.
productive morning, as you guys saw. Worked for the rest of it from like 10 until 5:30 right now. Low 50s, about to go get a run in. We're gonna try and hit 5 or 6 miles, depending on how we feel. I've been trying to extend the runs. You guys know I've always made runs part of these vlogs. It's a little throwback vlog today, honestly. Breakfast runs.
Section, I spill my guts at the red light. Sally, that feeling's coming around. Please don't go falling in love and disappear when the wine runs out.
What I want you young videographers to kind of understand here is that paying $150 for something, or a phone call, or a mentorship is not going to ultimately just get you to the top, right? Paying someone to tell you you need to DM athletes or network, like those are things that are inherently true in any industry. I think it's different if someone is teaching you the whole technical aspects of things, like let's say a masterclass on how to work a camera or how to expose an image or how to color grade. I think those are different. If you want to pay for those technical services, you know, it's no different than me paying thousands of bucks to go to school to learn marketing. But paying someone for a mentorship, I really don't see the value in it, because it's so many other factors determine whether you're going to get a job or not at a college or an NFL team. Haley, are you gonna miss me?
Yes.
10 days? Wow.
Very sad.
You know, we retook this, and now she's much more enthusiastic now that she knows that it's going out to the internet.
It's like he hasn't showed me in months because he likes to keep me a secret.
That's not true.
Whatever.
Cash, you miss me? Hey, buddy.
Door knock and it's bailiffs now.
So my flight today is 14 and a half hours. I've never been on a flight that long. The longest I've been on is 12. Honestly, I'm really like out of practice vlogging in public, which I was so good at one point, but I think my flight board's in like 2 minutes. Okay, sorry about that delay. It's almost 5 p.m. in the afternoon here. Had to get myself a little coffee. We're staying up until, you know, an appropriate bedtime. That's how you tackle it, as always. But look at this view outside of my hotel room. Oh my gosh. Absolutely nuts. I don't even think this is like, well, there's a helicopter right there. And then there's that like famous tower. But I don't know what that's called. I'm sorry, I don't know what that's called yet. I know it's famous though. Let's finish this discussion. I know this has been like a really long-winded way to go about this, but I want to finish this video because I'm very tired, to be quite honest, and I want to live my life. I think what I'm trying to say is that as a videographer, be careful with what you're paying for if you do decide to go down that route, because I do think there's better resources for you that are cheaper or free. As a young videographer, our dream, or anyone in sports, your dream is to work at the highest level, right? So like NBA, NFL, whatever. That doesn't just happen overnight, and paying for a service or a mentorship or a phone call is not gonna guarantee that. And I want people to understand that. I do think there are some technical skills that you can 100% learn by taking some sort of class. You see it in college, you're taught how to use a camera. You see it in master classes and things like that were really popular during COVID. There are so many things that you can pay that'll help you, whether it's learn a skill or something like that, but make sure you're paying for something where it's worth your time and it's not just some mentorship, which is like some mumbo jumbo. You need to network, you need to DM people, because ultimately that type of information is stuff that you can do on your own. Or you can figure it out for free by, you know, DMing me or my buddies Campbell Dunn or Matt Fosnot, my colleagues. I know tons of videographers who are always open to chat, who are always open to help people. You know, we're not gonna always be able to set you up with the right people. We're not gonna always be able to get you a credential. We probably will never be able to do that, but we're always gonna be there to help, like a camera suggestion, a lens suggestion. How did you get into this? And I'm not gonna charge you. I know they're not gonna charge you. Ultimately, we understand that we were young videographers and photographers back then, and we got lucky and we were fortunate to be in the position we're in now, whether it's through hard work or luck or whatever it be. But we wanna help all of you guys succeed, you guys and gals succeed too. Just be wary of what you're paying for when it comes to paying for classes or mentorships from, you know, people on Instagram and stuff like that. But I hope that was a good discussion. I know it's kind of a controversial topic, but it's been something that's been on my mind for a while. I'm glad I kind of finally talked about it. I hope I didn't offend anyone. I don't want to piss anyone off. Ultimately, we're all just trying to make a living, and I appreciate y'all. If you ever need help, if you need a rec, you need a suggestion, assistance with something, I will always try and reach out. It might take me a day or a week or a month to reply. I'm sorry, got a lot going on, but I will always reply. So appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.